Hello guys! Finally, I'm back with another topic that most Valorant players are facing nowadays. While scrolling Facebook, I saw this post and made a clip of it so I can share it with you, along with its solutions and fixes. First of all, this guy is saying that he's facing an issue where Valorant gets stuck for a second, like 1 to 2 seconds. Not only him, but many users face these types of issues. It's actually very common. The very first solution is mentioned in the comments. As you can see, the guy is saying he faced this issue a few days back because of low NVMe space. And yes, if you're out of space, especially where your OS is installed or the game itself, this can cause these types of stuttering issues. Usually the OS drive is affected the most, but in some cases, a nearly full game drive can also create hiccups due to shader and cache activity. Either free up some space, at least 10 gigabytes for breathing room. You can free up space in multiple ways. Many of them I already covered in my past tutorials. I will attach them in the description. You can also easily find different articles and tutorials on Google, so let's not waste time here. But you can also check your paging file drive. Yes, you can change the drive so things get better. Just make sure to always choose an NVMe drive or SSD and do not use HDD. Otherwise, it can drop gaming performance a lot. Everybody knows how paging files work, so when you change the drive, your Windows-related cache will be stored on that drive, and your main drive will get free headroom for gaming. A temporary workaround, by the way. Now, the second thing is RAM. Don't worry, I'm not making you screw tight here. It's not always your RAM's fault. But if you're using two different RAM sticks and each one has a different frequency, let's say one is 6,000 megahertz and the second one is 3,200 megahertz, then yes, in some cases you can face these types of issues. I already covered a detailed video on this, and trust me, around 70 to 80%, I would say, people don't care before purchasing RAM. Most of the time, they never face issues because they spend good money on proper kits and usually purchase the same RAM. But still, around 30 to 40% of people can't afford the same kit. They purchase from local sellers, different brands, mixed or up and down, you know what I mean. And when the frequency doesn't match, you can face these types of hiccups in some scenarios. And not only that, in 2026, many people are facing BSOD errors on Windows 11 just because of this one mistake. RAM. I already covered a detailed video about the QVL list. Basically, QVL stands for Qualified Vendor List. What this means is when companies make motherboards, they test a bunch of RAM kits, which is known as the QVL list. I will put that video link in the description so you can check it out and understand how RAM can conflict and cause different types of issues, even if the RAM itself is 100% working fine, because it's not always the RAM's fault. Sometimes it's the sync issue between hardware, like RAM, and the CPU memory controller, and vice versa. That's it, guys. It's a quick tutorial for those who face these types of issues and want to avoid them in the future, just to clarify things a bit more. Hopefully this tutorial will help you a lot. This is Windows Fixer signing off.